Hello everyone, hi, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Ye 6 Part 10? Are we in double digits? I mean, maybe. In the previous video, we got to enjoy the game. There was no combat nor grinding to tilt me. We do probably have some combat and potentially more grinding in our future though. I did do a tiny bit of grinding in between videos and then I stopped because I got really fucking bored. But I did remember there's actually a mini boss down here. Now we're kind of over leveled for we're maybe a little over leveled for it, so I don't know. It still seemed like it was hitting pretty hard, but we were doing a lot of damage to it when I kind of briefly fought it just to see if we can actually hurt it. Because I think when I originally came here, I did 0 damage because that's what you do in this game. You don't do damage. He's a jellyfish of poison. Okay. Okay, so he do be kind of hurting at least. It's not that bad in comparison to the previous bosses which have 2-shot us, but... Oh lol, he slimed. It's like I'm on the Nickelodeon channel circa 2000 and whatever. I can't move! I can't move! Okay. This is fine. Narrator voice, it is not fucking fine. The wind thing might be kind of good here. Just because he's kind of stationary. The problem is the wind sword is not upgraded as much as the fire sword because this game is incredibly great. As, of course I would say, because I'm the #1 Ye 6 enjoyer on the planet. Nobody likes Ye 6 as much as me. Nobody likes Ye 6 as much as me. I'm actually the most positive person about this game. That may surprise you, considering how negative I've been. It's just that everyone else is more negative. Ah! I thought I had magic already, and then I hit the button, and then nothing happened, and then when it dinged, my brain was like, wait, what? The others aren't even charged up, and we could... It's not going to do any damage. It would be nice if they, like, all charged up in the background. That'd probably be a little overpowered, though. Like, if you didn't have them actively selected, they would still... Because, I mean, the charge is still very, very slow. Yeah, take that. Oh, that's cool. I didn't want to do damage anyway. I don't mind this fight, though. The status elements are a little annoying. Just because, you know, of the randomness. I mean, you could equip stuff to prevent them. Like, I do have something that prevents confusion. I don't remember what else we have equipped. I guess we have the light thing. I don't know if we need that here. We can maybe unequip that. Because heavy's probably the worst thing. I mean, the curse is like a little annoying just because it makes us take more damage, but... I do think this game needs a double jump. Now, I don't actually think there's a double jump in it. Even though there have been some areas that seem like they're double jumpable. Apparently there's like a dash jump in this game that can let you get more forward momentum. Unfortunately, the controls for executing it are, to put it lightly, kind of garbo. And it seems very inconsistent, and it's just like, it's not worth it for me. I tried to use it a few times to get to like a chest in this area, and every time, instead of doing the dash jump, he would just run off the cliff. And then I'd have to go all the way back. And after doing that several times, I said, nope. Is our magic charged? I can't tell. I think it's charged. Okay, now just don't die. Thank you. You just don't get shit out of fighting mini-bosses in this game. Why are they here then? Why are you not dying? Like, I get nothing out of this. Because the only mini-boss that is actually given anything is the bee guy. Everyone else has given jack and shit. which is like kind of annoying. It's like, why have this here? Yeah, I think this is it. Where it's like... Because it's like you have to like tap in a direction and then hit jump and attack at the same time. Okay, I hit square. I mean, like, I can kind of get it to work. But it's just, it's way too inconsistent. Because see, most of the times you just end up doing that instead. And then you have to go all the way back. Which is why there probably should just be a double jump. I mean, one thing that is kind of nice, in a way, about having played Origin and Oath and Felghana before this, is that I know all my complaints are valid and correct, because everything I'm complaining about is fixed in those two games, pretty much. I guess we're going to go back to the port. Because it's like, I just know everything that I think is bad about this game, the devs agree to, because it's fixed eventually. So in that sense, it actually, you know, I don't feel as bad about complaining about shit. Because I'm like, I know I'm right. Who do I talk to? Let me check. Actually, we may have enough crystals to upgrade the lightning sword again. Nope. Okay. I'll be going then. What did we have equipped? Okay, we probably don't need this anymore if we're not in the limestone cave. Oh, freaking no, man. Oh, yeah, because we have to have the poison accessory on at all times. Because haha memes, what if your armor poisoned you? Wouldn't that be funny? Alright, it's time we start ironing out the fine details. Sounds like a plan. First we need to decide when exactly to fight Admiral Hagris. I mean, my man do be eating. So it's inviting me to the banquet, does he? He claims to have a business deal even more profitable to me than selling off those subhumans. All Taganian merchants are stubborn, arrogant little cretins, but that Boslam might be one of the few with a good head on his shoulders. May leave at once. Are you sure, sir? You haven't had 11sies. Commander Ernst is yet to return from searching for the remaining subhumans. Even B. He was the one who insisted on going after them. Sure he'll be kicking himself when he finds out he missed the chance to attend a fine banquet. Perhaps I should take Elizabeth with me in his place. What? There's no need to look so startled. Only joking. Elizabeth had the illustrious task of guarding my private room after all. I have to treat her to a feast of pickards when I return from the banquet. 14 or so of the liveliest should make for a tender meal, wouldn't you agree? Excuse me, Your Excellency. Soldiers guarding the town's northern entrance have come under attack by an armed group. The soldiers who are on patrol are attempting to fend them off as we speak. What? Who dares try and oppose us? Did those subhumans who managed to escape? Yes, sir, I'm afraid so. It's not just them, they're being accompanied by the pirates from before. Pirates? Old One-Eye Ladak and the crew of the Trace Marys? Oh, certainly all died a watery death of the Great Vortex swallowed them up. How did they manage to survive? Matter if those lousy excuses our pirates can't defeat us at sea, one chance do they have on dry land. Gather our forces and have them crush the uprising at once. Kill the pirates if you must, but I want those subhumans alive. Have it all finished by the time I get back from the banquet. There are a lot of them, sire. Also, they updated OBS since I recorded my last video, and it looks weird. I know this means nothing to the people watching, but it is. I keep looking over at my second monitor, and I'm like, it just looks weird. Not necessarily worse, just different. It's actually the rare redesign that might actually not be worse than what it was previously. And there they all go, just as we hoped. Now's our chance, Adol. Let's sneak on board. Because usually whenever something redesigns its UI, I mean, a lot of it's just, you know, cognitive, like, bias of, like, what I'm used to is better. But I do think there is some truth to the fact that site redesigns, like UI-wise, are almost always worse. We don't have much time. Let's split up and start looking. There are 2 ships docked here at the moment. This one and the flagship connected to it. The Rehda have to be somewhere on one of these 2 ships. Alright, see ya. Don't go screwing up and getting yourself caught. About how many rooms are in, lady? What? I can't move? But I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wanted to play the game, but I can't even play. Even the game's trying to save me. It's like, you don't have to do this, man. You don't have to do this. We're trying to save you. I guess I have to Alt F4 out. That's, not the first time a Falcom game has, foiled me by having a character walk in place. Will it be the last? Probably not. Is this... Did I fight the monster? Oh, this is before I even fought the mini-boss. Oh well. We didn't get anything out of it, so... I guess it doesn't matter? That's cool. That's pretty cool. Now, I don't know if it's before I did any grinding. I think it's not. I think our weapons should at least be, like, slightly upgraded. I mean, they're still going to be useless, because if you're not at the highest available upgrade, you do 1 damage, because the game's bad. Oh, he has a chest. I wonder if I can loot it. I thought that was just a table, but that is in fact a treasure chest. A treasure chest, because we're pirates. Of the sea variety. No one expects, crouching Adol, hidden barrel. Crouching barrel, hidden Adol? That probably makes more sense. Oh, now you can run. Oh, now you're running away at Mach fucking 12, but when it's, my cutscene. What if this is a frame rate issue? I've seen games have issues with stairs because of frame rates being higher than original. Alright, I guess we now, let's do some live Googling. E6, why is it a bad game? Yeah, there's several different bug reports. Alt-Enter twice seems to have fixed it. Oh, it's apparently maybe a resolution issue? Okay. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Nope, I don't want to start a new game. Oh, now you get to experience the joy of when you quickly load the game at the start. It still plays the wave sounds at about 100,000 decibels. Now, it won't be so loud on the recording, but it's very loud, and like it carries over into what after you've loaded the game. A third time's the charm. Now, if I was a good Let's Player, I would have probably cut all this shit out, but nah, this Let's Play is about fucking suffering. If I have to suffer, anyone watching needs to get the full experience of my suffering. Because anybody who's actually, like, likes this game has probably stopped watching for their mental health. At this point, I would hope so. I think I've made it. I mean, I don't know. It's possible. Maybe if at least the final boss is good, not all will be forgiven, but a lot will be forgiven. Now, if the final boss is bad, oh boy, game, you are gonna be in for some roasting. Yep. It's old Adol. This is why we should just let him kick in the door on his own. Adol would never have a problem going upstairs. Not my Adol. I'm hitting Alt Enter and nothing's happening? Oh, I'm not hitting Alt Enter. There we go. Okay. That's so weird that what an odd bug. They didn't even like change my resolution hitting Alt Enter, because you know normally that's your full screen window shortcut, but it didn't even actually do anything. But it freed her from her prison. Can I loot your stuff? Can I take a spear? Can we unlock spear at all? Can I steal their book? Can I steal your book? The chest is locked. Well, I mean, do something about it. Who the hell are you? Adol? You're... Intruder alert! You're under arrest! Actually, Adol was here to kill the captors. The captives. Okay, now, he may look dead, but Adol would probably never murder someone in cold blood. Maybe. You did it! That's our Adol! That's my line. You're so cool. Did you come to save us? I mean, if you ignore me sitting a fiery column right into the prison cell, even though I was holding up and to the right, Adol went straight on, except for in the boss fight when you want him to go straight on, and if you hold completely straight forward up on the thumb pad or D-pad, then he goes, I'm going to shoot it at a 45-degree angle. As if you had to bother. Adol searched the unconscious soldier's belongings. He wasn't carrying the key. Well, alright, see ya. Cell is locked. Feels you got here first. What, you can't find the key for the cell? Leave it to me. I'll show you one of the many nifty tricks of the Iber family. Simple lock like this will be easy as... There. Easy as what? Easy as what? Awesome, you really got it open. Thank you so much. I thought this would be the end for us. Tell me about it. Last thing I expected was to see you right about now. Guess I can thank you this one time. By the way, you haven't seen all our Isha anywhere, have you? No, I haven't, come to think of it. Wonder why those two aren't here. They were taken away by some old guy with a real creepy laugh. Got a man with long black hair with him, too. Creepy laugh, huh? That's gotta be Admiral Agris. Guess he was planning on taking a couple personal favorites for himself. Oh. Damn it, like hell I'll stand by with some Aresian does what he pleases with Olhar Isha. Steve, you need to think of a way to save them. Sorry, but we need you to get out of here right away. Leave finding those two to me and Adol. And by me and Adol, you mean Adol? Yeah, exactly. Wait! Hold on, Isha are the pride of our tribe. We can't leave a task as important to a couple of Aresians. Is being Rehda Aresian really what matters right now? I got no idea just how much time Dad's diversion is gonna buy us. Start a commotion here now, and all the soldiers are gonna come right back. Is that what you want? No, that's not what I want. Okay, we'll do as we're told. What? Are you sure? Well, she's right. Come on, everyone. Let's get out of here. In the words of my native people, let's skedaddle. Oh yeah, let me give you this. I managed to swipe it from that old man when he wasn't looking. Admiral's key? Too bad I didn't work on the, you know, prison cell. Counting on you two. Make sure you rescue all Hanisha, okay? We're counting on you. Maybe that can open the chest. He's the chief's son, right? Seems like a promising enough little guy. Right, if those two were taken away by Agris, that means they're likely on the flagship. I'm gonna focus on searching that for now, okay? Later. Adol's gonna focus on getting some fat loot. Adol, you could have taken the boat and left this fucking godforsaken island, but no. Well, why give me the key then, man? His chest is gone! I've been lied to? Unless maybe this is a different ship actually, because the seat's different. Yeah, because it didn't have the picture that has a map there. I guess he's in the flagship, which makes sense. But I want to open these. Wait, is this the way I came? Yeah. Alright, guess I'll head over to the other ship now. I mean, I'm guessing enemies will eventually spawn back, but I'm a little surprised there's like not really any combat here. Like I expected there to be about 40 billion soldiers. Is this the flagship, or is this just back where I came? It looks mighty familiar. Wait. I mean, you said there was only 2 ships. This is a different ship, so in theory... Not to fight. Being held in this flagship, you think there'd be some sort of record here. Seriously, this room's too tacky to be on a warship. Rooms like Admiral Agris is some washed up noble are all true, huh? Can't picture him being all that great a commander either. Okay, guess we go downstairs. Wasn't that a quinky dink? I was wondering if there was going to be Healy machines on here or not. Or Healy statues. It literally makes no sense for them to be there, but I'm glad they're there. That's a boss arena if I've ever seen one. At all? Some sort of beastie based on the straw? Something like that? It's really you! I'm not dreaming, you really did come for me. Adol, watch out, inside the cage is a... Oh my god. It's a damn roly-poly toad. Oh, I don't do any damage, that's cool. As a reminder, enemies don't give XP anymore. What? What hit me? I can't move! What the fuck hit me? I mean, I get there's poison on, but there was no poison. It was just green goo. This fight's... That's what... As a reminder, enemies literally give no XP. You could not be higher level than this at this point. What? I can't move! I don't even know like what I can hit him because of the contact damage. He doesn't take damage? Like why can't I... Like, I mean, I literally don't... Like, I cannot level up more than this. The next sword upgrade costs 50,000. I'm stun locked. I cannot move. I'm not even in the green goo. Who fucking made this shit? Why is the damage scaling so bad? I don't do any damage to the boss, but I don't know how to grind because none of the enemies give XP at this point. And there's no way they expect you to beat the boss doing 1 damage. But at the same time, no enemies give XP, so I can't get it to a higher level. And I can't upgrade my sword again because it costs 50,000 crystals. So we're back. I did not really mean to basically just cut to us winning there. It's been a few days. Basically what happened is I was recording this video initially like last Friday and then said I don't want to play this game anymore. Didn't play it any over the weekend. Came back this morning a little bit before I was going to be able to record. So figured I'd get some practice in. Ended up beating the boss, so we're just gonna probably show that footage instead of doing any more like commentated runs. I am gonna bitch about the boss though for a little bit here. I think this boss is the closest the game has had so far to having like a good boss. Unfortunately, it has 3 major issues, and at least one of them needs to be fixed for the fight to not be complete and total dog. It doesn't really matter which one was fixed, but any of them, because like, you can leave 2 and the fight is still okay, but you can't have all 3 of these flaws, I think. And here we're going to list them out. My biggest issue with the fight is when you hit him, he spawns poison just like around the arena randomly, right? So the problem with that is that you can be standing in a safe zone with no poison, you hit the boss, now you're stuck in the poison, and you can't move or dodge any incoming attacks, and so a lot of times you just end up getting hit because, oh, well, the poison randomly spawned underneath you, and the only solution there is to either not hit the boss, just don't do damage forehead, or get lucky. Then the secondary issue you could fix is you could have him spawn poison randomly, but you have to make the poison physics not complete and total ass. Because the problem with the poison physics is that they don't make any sense. Because the poison both slows you to a crawl, but also will sometimes cause Adol to go sliding at Mach 11 if you barely even move. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of consistency about when it decides that it's going to turn into ice skating and when it's like a muck. Like sometimes you will hit the boss, poison will spawn under you again, you go for just a standing charge attack where you're not holding any direction, and then Adol will go flying across the screen at Mach 11 and like hit the side of the boss that has contact damage, and you take half your HP instantly, and it's a lot of fun. And then like the third fix is keep the janky poison shit, but just make it easier to damage the boss by like making his hands take damage, so that you do more damage instances at once, and so the fight just like takes faster. Like, you know, it's easier to kill him. Or you could remove the contact damage from his swinging side, because that's really annoying, and it just kind of makes it like take longer. Or another fix it's not really a fix, something else is annoying about the fight is the way he can spawn the little poison clouds when he slams his like flail, whatever his tongue thing is that he will stand on the poison clouds, and then you just like literally can't damage him because he's standing on the poison clouds, and if you were to go in and actually hit him, you would take contact damage because of the poison clouds. And then also sometimes because he's bigger than the poison clouds, you can't even tell that he's standing on top of poison clouds until you go in to damage him, and then you start taking contact damage. Like, I don't know what the fuck is hitting me. It's like, oh no, there's poison clouds, but you can't see him because he's standing on top of them, and you couldn't see them spawn because they spawned underneath him in the first place. Yeah, so that's how I feel about the fight. I don't hate it as much as the previous boss fight, at least. It's like, it's another one where it feels like the idea is mostly sound. It was just somebody needed to playtest it. Like, I assume what happened is that, you know, Ken came in and was like, hey, the boss fight, like, it's okay. You just need to fix, like, a couple things or maybe tweak some stuff. And then, you know, Ken got like shoved into the bathroom stall and was locked in there for a few days for his audacity. If we had just listened to Ken, the game could have been saved. You even saved and the others. How can I possibly thank you enough? But I don't know what to do. Oh, I clung to Adol's chest. Lady, you got no shot. absolutely. You know how many women Adol has left in his wake at this point in the series? Why do they love his dead, soulless eyes so much? All I could do was watch while Isha was taken away. Couldn't do anything to stop the village from being attacked. Couldn't do anything to help my uncle when he was wounded in battle. I'm a disgrace as a priestess. Good. I thought you'd be. Oh yeah, another thing I should mention is I did learn that I'm basically we're actually playing the game in a way that makes it harder than on Catastrophe Mode. So, you know, the gimmick of a Catastrophe Mode is just that you can't use items, which I hadn't been using in the first place. Like, I wasn't using them at the start because I didn't know how overpowered they were. And then I learned that, oh, well, that's what Catastrophe Mode is. And since I'm like, well, I want to play on the highest difficulty possible, I just decided to consciously not use them. Now, I have used them outside of combat some. Just because, like, the game is tedious as hell. I've just used them during, like, grinding mainly. I did learn, though, that in Catastrophe Mode, enemies will still drop healing items when you kill them sometimes. They're just automatically used. And for, like, this boss, for instance, a lot of the ads will drop healing items. And the way we're using it, we get no benefit from it because I'm just playing on normal and just not equipping any healing items. But on Catastrophe Mode, you would automatically use those healing items, I believe, which would make the fight, like, actually a bit easier. Just kind of, I guess, interesting to know that I am, on some of the fights, basically making it even harder on myself than it would be on the highest, like, possible of difficulty. Now, some of the fights it doesn't really matter, but for this one it definitely did because, like, the big bug ads, like, commonly were dropping, like, double stake, which would be, like, a full heal. Adol, we're in big trouble. What? What the hell are you doing? This isn't the time for that kind of crap. This isn't Adol's fault. The blame rests entirely with me. Might as well start composure for a moment. Yeah, I just don't give a shit. I am so checked out of the girl falls in love with Adol despite him never saying a fucking word. Oh, so you're Olha then? Yeah, I'm Olha. You must be Terra. Adol's told me so much about you. Thank you for coming to save me. She has to be so pretty. That's not what I'm here for. Focus! Listen, we gotta get going and fast. Agros is back from the banquet. Come on, let's move. Afraid you're not going anywhere. And honestly, they could do something interesting. Like, I don't know. It is kind of like the whole every game has Adol rescue some damsel in distress and they immediately fall in love with him. But then Adol doesn't reciprocate because he's a dead, soulless husk of a bean. It would be a little bit more interesting if it was more that it was like he still had like feelings for the sisters from the first two games. You know, the goddesses. And then that's why he doesn't reciprocate, instead of just being a character that has no personality and therefore can't reciprocate because, you know, he's a dead husk of a character. You were the ones who sent my presents to the Emperor free, weren't you? And now you think you can let my favorite slave get away too. Hope you realize what you've done. What? Oh yeah, he's already dead. Ah! Elizabeth? What happened to you? My sweet, sweet Elizabeth. My soulmate from the moment we met in the deepest regions of Africa. You did this, didn't you? You're going to pay for this. Oh, you're going to pay dearly for this. Kill them. Kill them all. Hey, Greg, did you notice that he just killed the giant fucking, frog? Do you think we should be trying to do this? Greg? And I was hoping it would go. Who are you? What? Where is he? Tell me. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuck-up ass Ernst, you know you're second in command. He's on the ship, right? Tell me where he is. He's out with some of the soldiers, hunting for the remaining subhumans. He took one of the paler ones with him. I couldn't tell you why. What? Why? Damn, he was one step ahead of me. Please, I'm telling you the truth. Let me go. I'll give you all the gold I have. Oh, don't you worry, I got no use for you anymore. Have a nice long nap of your soldiers right there. I mean, in theory, they should have, because I mean, he hit him with the sharp side. Hold on a minute. Who are you and where'd you come from? Do you know where Isha is? No time for talking now. Ship's crawling with Roman soldiers. Adol Christian, take the girls with you and get out of here. Who does he think he is? We're short on time. We must hurry and escape before it's too late. But what about your sister? Thank you for your concern. Unfortunately, worrying about her here isn't going to help you rescue her. For now, our escape is more the pressing matter. We can worry about Isha once we're back to safety. Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's move, Adol. Oh god, escort mission. Adol, search. Okay. Get wrecked. Can I talk to the frog? Sorry, not sorry for killing you. I guess you're, I don't know if the frog is dead. It may not be. I did also get an extra level in this when we were doing this last time, which took forever, but it was help. Let's just give them more range than you so that they just constantly poke and stab you. Yeah, that's fun. And we have this key. Can I use it to open stuff now? A starlight metal. Okay. Yeah, we do have this thing as well. I think I got this from... It was one of the chests back in the ruin. The one near like that broken bridge. I was able to get the dash jump over to it. There was another chest that requires using like the dash jump, but I don't think it's literally like humanly possible. I don't think anybody's ever done it, even though I actually looked up a video of how to do it, and it just like seems like it doesn't work right. Like my dash jump does not go the same distance that it was in the video, so I have no clue how to get that item, but... I don't know why we couldn't just, you know, have like a double jump in our game instead of like, oh, okay, so you have to like, you have to be moving and then come to a stop and then, oh my god, just fuck off. Because like that's it, but it's just, it barely gives you any, oh my god, stop critting them. I hate this game so fucking much. Excuse me? Like, I do like how you're just guaranteed to take damage. Because, like, I don't know what you can possibly do to prevent them from hitting you. Game? Because, I mean, they're faster than your charge attack. If you were to try and, like, hit them normally, you know, you get, you don't stun them, but they stun you. Why are the stairs so hard? Oh god, they can't run up the stairs. Can this alt-enter thing work? I have no clue why that causes the stairs to work. But it's only like, it only works for like a couple seconds. It will like fix the stairs. It makes no sense. Like, it's a very strange bug. Like, I've seen games have issues with like stairs before. Probably one of the most memorable for me is that the next to last mission of Valkyrie Chronicles is actually impossible unless you're playing at 24 frames. Because it's not actually, but there's like a bug that can happen if you're playing at any frame rate above, I think I said 24, I meant to say 30. If you're playing at any frame rate above 30, there's this like walkway where it's kind of like a narrow little ramp, and if you're playing on a higher frame rate, you just can't walk up it. Which is, it's very interesting. And that was more of like a PC port thing, because I think the game probably, I think it ran at 30 naturally. And it was just on the PC port that you could go up to like 144 or 120, I think. But I remember doing that for the first time, and I was just like there for like 10 minutes. I'm like, what the? I can't walk up the fucking ramp. Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? And then eventually I looked it up, and it's like, oh, it's like the frame rate. It makes it so that the collision boxes change, and you're too fat to go up the wall. It's very weird. Let's get me know what Dad and the others. All right. Come on, cheer up. Like I said, the Roman army command. I didn't mean to hit the button. If that's the case, Dad might know something. I have no clue how far we are into the video, by the way. I think we did about 10 minutes before I stopped. But yeah, it is that guy from the opening. He doesn't look that much like Arios here, but in the opening he did. Dearest Alma, it's been so long since I last laid eyes on you. I wish that I could have been blessed with the opportunity to meet you in life, but it was not to be. Be still, young successor of the Wings. Your time will yet come. Looking forward to seeing you, Master Ernst. Ah, so you've come. It's been way too long since I last saw you, Master Ernst. It's been so lonely. You'd be sorry for the delay that arose and welcome you to this land. Hope that you will grant us your forgiveness. Matters not. You perform more than sufficiently for my needs. Creating you is well worth the effort. Master Ernst, you are just too kind. Setting that aside, what happened to him? If I'm not mistaken, I believe he posed a problem to you? Master Guy certainly did pose a problem to us, yes. As well as one other unanticipated threat. He was a swordsman with really, really red hair. Oh my god, just can we describe him as any other way? Adol or whatever? Went through all the trouble of waking a monster if he wouldn't kill it. Peter, my servant, too. Well, he also managed to obtain the 3 keys. Adol the Red. I see, it comes as a surprise you struck up to deal with him. You know him, Master? I've heard rumors of him, at least. Adol the Red washed up here, did he? What a strange coincidence. This may prove to be more interesting than I anticipated. If you want to take on Adol, you're going to have to go through us first. Who might you two be? Well, you don't know Dogi? Once a bandit, now a wanderer. Name's Dogi the Wall Crusher. Want to get your walls crushed? Damn, is that his pickup line? You think Dogi walks up to people at the bar? I don't know why I said bar so weird, but... Hey, yo, girl, you gonna get your walls crushed? That's a fancy name for a pirate. Hey, hold on a minute. I don't remember ever joining a little pirate gang. I'm just here because we're after the same thing. You see the renowned one-eyed Laddock. Or is it merely a spirit which stands before me? So you know him, but you don't know Dogi the Wall Crusher? He crushes walls? Doesn't afraid of anything? Surviving the Great Vortex with your vessel intact is a feat, so astonishing the latter is more convincing. Not half bad yourself. You had exceptional skills for entering our ship with the fleet the way you did. I'm honored by your praise. Incidentally, might I ask what happened to the soldier stationed outside? Oh, they're having a nice long nap. It means you're not the only one left. Seems the Roman army is only enough in its strength is in its numbers, after all. No matter, that incompetent admiral is equally inept men are of no use to me any longer. Perhaps I should be thanking you for sparing me the trouble of dealing with them myself. Sounds like you got quite the grand scheme planned down that noggin of yours. Well, whatever you got planned, you got no right to be dragging an innocent child into it. Here, the little lady's gonna be coming with us. Who do these two think they are? How dare you oppose Master Ernst, you boorish brutes? Master, kindly leave this to us. What are you gonna do? We have really fast attacks and we can just like stun lock you probably. Like the stupid little beetle roach monsters. So annoying. Because that was another problem with the stupid frog. Is like the big like roach feely monsters. Is if they start hitting you when you're on the poison, it will actually just stun lock you forever. Because you can't attack them to cancel the feelers because you're getting stunned, and you can't jump / run away like you could normally because of the poison won't let you move. So if you ever get touched by them, the only way that you can get saved is if the big toad hits you and knocks you back, or if you get crit, which means you're just like dead anyway, basically. Regardless, while I would make an exception for the key's successor, I'm afraid I have no time to be playing with you. What the hell is that? It's a dangerous party trick you got there. There's no need to look so concerned. I have no intention of turning the sword against you yourselves. In fact, I have a very different target in mind. What are you doing? Statue or not, it's not right to hurt a lady, you know? It's a rock, Dogi. This is no mere statue. This is a shell of what a Amelis left behind after the sublimation of a divinity. And the final, most vital keystone holding shut the lid of the Ark. That role ends now. What if like nothing happened? What if he like had this like whole big grand idea of like I'm gonna do this and then it's gonna awaken this legendary Ark of Destiny, and then it was like nope, all made up. It was all fake. You got pranked, bro. This isn't good. Like, that'd be funny. What if that ever happened in the game? They were like trying to follow and fulfill the legendary ancient prophecy, and then they went to go do it, and then just nothing happened because it was all made up. And the game just ended. Behold, foolish pirates, the winged people's wisdom incarnate, a mechanism to control the weather of the Atlas Ocean. The Ark of Napishtim. Or it could be pronounced differently. We don't really know. I don't know. The ancient legendary people didn't leave a pronunciation guide. Anybody else think that the eye might be a little evil? Just me? That was kind of cool. The legendary plank of wood. Yep. Situation's gone from bad to worse. Well, maybe he doesn't want to use the power to wield the oceans for evil. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. As soon as the Ark surfaced, the Great Vortex came right back. And if that wasn't bad enough, the monster that now to the Roman Fleet is circling the waters around it. Try and get way too close. It's gonna end up joining them at the bottom of the ocean. Nothing we can do? Sure, there must be something, anything. What do you think we're all here for? No, I was hoping the Rehda would stay around a bit longer. Sorry I couldn't save that girl, Adol. Let you down big time, I know. No happier about it than you are, but there wasn't anything we could have done. A miracle we even able to get off that island by that boat ourselves. Aaron's fellow being kinda makes me nervous. One look is enough to tell you he's a league of his own. Seems to know the answers to all the mysteries surrounding these islands. The nature of the Ark of Napishtim, that giant creature circling it, the true identity of the statue. But he's using them all to play right into his hands. There's no ordinary soldier, that's for sure. Just who is he anyway? Good, you're all here. Robert, good job treating all the injured. How's that stubborn fool doing? Fortunately, his wound seems to have closed. I left him to Olha after she returned so that I could come here. My end is evidence that the situation here is taking a turn for the worse. Can you share what information you have with me? If you're happy to, you might even be able to shed some new light on what we already know. Oh, hello, it's me. I'm Adol. Probably wondering how I got in this situation. I made the mistake of getting on a boat once. Bing bang, bing bada boom, killed a couple gods, and now I'm here in hell. That huge tower thing. Is that the Ark those pirates are talking about? Managed to get to Zamith Island in a little boat without the Roman army spotting us. I tried to save the little girl, but any hope of that went out the window after the ruins started collapsing. Damn it, we were so close too. Roman Commander Dad was talking about something dangerous. He knows way too much about these islands or somebody's only just got here. What could he be up to? Well, I mean, presumably he hasn't just gotten here. I heard you were able to rescue all the Rehda who were captured. Chief Ward is extremely grateful for all that you've done. So am I, of course. is my apprentice, as you very well know. Thank you for saving him. Roman Commander had a huge jet-black sword with him. That thing wasn't your run-of-the-mill weapon either. The power it emitted was almost unlike anything I've ever seen. Almost being the key word here. How much are you willing to bet that the only weapons capable of competing with that are the 3mm swords of yours? Admiral Agris was ever with the rotten Roman knoll, I'd heard. Guessing that's the end of him, though, considering the state of the fleet now. Gang, I thought we were gonna talk about stuff. Gang? We're not talking about anything? Speculate that something on the Zamith Island was creating the Great Vortex. It even be that large structure that emerged in the ocean. Yeah. Gang, what am I doing? Black ruin that's got everyone in a tizzy. First that thing appears when the Roman fleet is sunk by a sea monster. Scary times indeed. Maybe we need to go get the mirror. I assume we gotta use the mirror to go through that, like, put in that indention thing. That or something along those lines. I assume the mirror is important. Yeah, we do have crystals. We could upgrade the lightning sword. I just think the lightning sword is garbage. Looking through my late mother's belongings, and I stumbled upon an old book about a Melis. In it, there was a passage on how to forge a type of a Melis armor. Never seen anything like it. The only downside is that it requires quite a significant amount of ML. Estimated you need about 100,000 pieces. Are you out of your fucking mind? My interest is certainly piqued. That's far more ML than you're likely to find around here. You say 100,000. Also, I just realized this is 500,000, not 50,000. Okay. I mean, I do think the electric sword is complete garbo, but I guess we'll upgrade it. I mean, I don't like it. Because the problem with it is that, like, the magic attack, like the dash, it needs to activate much quicker. Because it takes, like, it needs to do that, like, about 3 attacks faster. I don't know. It does actually seem to be a bit faster than I remembered. But I don't know. It's just like it's very rare, I feel like, you get to actually attack that fast. I mean, you can kind of like attack away and then try and dash towards the enemy, but with contact damage being like so high in this game, it's hard to justify, I feel. I just feel like the fire swords just outclasses everything just because like the slight amount of range is so impactful. All the Roman ships with the sword sank to the bottom of the ocean. There were some awful folks among them. They didn't all seem bad. I don't know, I'm supposed to feel. They're probably fine. Got those Romans good. Roman army is nothing compared to the fearless Ladakh gang. Land or sea will beat them all the same. based on my interaction with them, the Rehda are a kind race with a strong sense of justice. I'm quite fond of them. Okay. You just like the ears, don't you? I'm on to you. That damn Ladakh is supposed to respect your elders, not using to carry out your ludicrous schemes. I'm just a navigator, not cut out for fighting. Okay, I guess take me to the Rehda. Hey yo, what up? You don't know how shocked I was when the steel-clad Aresian showed up. Trying my best to buy everyone time to escape, but unfortunately my best wasn't good enough. Glad you stopped by at all. I was hoping to have the chance to thank you. Really, thanks for saving everyone. No problem. Can I have all your stuff? When the soldiers arrived, I was ordered by the chief to gather everyone and flee towards the shore. I steeled myself for the end when the soldiers caught up with us, but we were saved by a man named Ladakh. He was kind enough to grant us passage to his ship, allowing us to successfully escape from harm's way. You were the one who saved my little Noi, weren't you? She must have been kidnapped while practicing her singing out by the entrance. Can't imagine how relieved I am to see her again. Adol, thanks for saving me. You were really cool, you know that? The way you died to that frog 50 times? Man, truly inspiring. It was probably more than 50, but... Hey, I won't thank you for saving me, but I guess we should thank you for saving all on the others. Alright? Aresian Chief is even more of a scumbag than Boslam. Makes me want to puke just thinking about him. Don't mind me, just taking your mirror, alright? Don't mind me, just taking your mirror. Hey, what up? It's Adol here to borrow your mirror. Came after all. Adol came to see us. Actually, I just came here for the mirror. I was hoping you might come. I have something important that I must discuss with you. Olha, I must speak with Adol alone. How come? I want to thank him personally for rescuing our people. Alright, Uncle. Come along, Earl. Let's do as he asked. Well, if you say so. Words cannot express how grateful I am for all that you've done for us, Adol. Both for saving my people, as well for saving my son from those demonic soldiers. I aim to burden you further, but if anyone is worthy of knowing, it is you. It is time that you learn the truth. The truth about Alma, the Ark, and the keys. 1 second, let me just get the mood music on, Adol, and I can tell you my story. Long, long ago, long before the time of anyone in this village, there once existed a country inhabited by winged gods across the ocean to the far west. Alma, who we Rehda revere, came here from that very country. She came to guard the Ark of Napishtim, a device which controlled both sea and sky in order to protect the world's balance. Our Rehda ancestors proudly served her and assisted her in protecting the Ark. However, the balance the Ark had created was not to last. Another group of Alma's followers, those without tails, stole something precious from her. It's called the Black Key. It took the form of a mighty blade and was used to control the Ark. In using the Ark's power, they sought to surpass the gods that they should instead have adored. Well, I mean, I don't know if you necessarily adore them just because they're gods. I mean, that seems like kind of backwards logic, but I mean, I don't necessarily know that you should use the Ark for evil, but I mean, I'm just saying. However, even with the key, they were still human. They could not hope to do everything that the gods could. The Ark began to malfunction in time. The seas and skies turned wild, and the very world was threatened. Lamenting the betrayal of her people, Alma created 3 keys to act in place of the original one. She put a swift end to the monsters that man had created and succeeded in sealing away the Ark. But in doing so, she had exhausted her strength. Task now complete, she sublimated. Her remains became the keystone that holds the Ark sealed. This is the story passed down to the chiefs of our tribe. I suspect that black-haired man is a descendant of the people who stole the Black Key from Alma. And I fear he intends to use Isha, a descendant of the priestesses blessed with Alma's power, to make the Ark his own. Adol, may I entrust you with this? That acts as the key to enter the room. Okay, so it's not the mirror, but it, you know, it was a MacGuffin. Under the Windseeker Heights, there lies the ancient city in which our ancestors lived, preserved exactly as it always was. On the lowest level of that city is the black corridor through which Alma passed when she went to seal the Ark. Adol, you have obtained all 3 of the keys created by Alma. I do not believe this to be a mere coincidence. If anything, all that has transpired is due to Alma's guidance, right down to when I first passed you my sword. As such, I will ask for nothing further from you. Isha, the Ark, I leave everything to your discretion. If you want to get on a boat and leave, I wouldn't fucking blame you. I guess we, like, technically can't get on a boat and leave anymore, but, like... Adol, you were in there for ages! What were you talking about? Stuff. Was it about Isha? You mustn't pester Adol. I need your help changing Uncle Ord's bandages, so come with me. Fine. You're gonna have to tell me later, Adol. Promise? No, Adol. Doesn't matter. I have to go tend to my uncle now. Alright. Have fun. We should end the video now I think about it. Which I think we'll go ahead and do that right now. Next time, we will head to the ancient city of whatever. So, I guess maybe that's the final dungeon or next to final dungeon? I mean, I would guess we maybe... I mean, I don't really know if we get on the Ark. Is the Ark just like the pillars? I don't know. I don't really know what the Ark is, to be completely honest. It doesn't really seem very Arky. But we'll head over to the city next time. Immediately enter it. Enemies will hit us, kill us in 2 hits. We'll do 1 damage, and then I will despair. Because that's just what the game's about. It's about despair. It's not about having fun. All right. We're here to suffer, but man, when we beat the game, the dopamine of being done with it, combined with playing it in like the hardest way possible, well, it's gonna be something else. There's gonna be an immense amount of dopamine at the end. But all right, I am Extra Cheese 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.